Welcome to the VibeConChris podcast, where we believe that energy is a form of frequency and your frequency is what you frequently see. Now we focus on getting the information from the people who have it to the people who need it through a form of a high-level conversation. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time coming on, my name is Christopher Hernandez, the host of the VibeConChris podcast. If you are returning, welcome back. Thanks for tuning back in. And we have a very special guest today because he is a serial entrepreneur. He didn't only start up his own business at a very young age, doing some research, but he branched out into two other businesses now, right?
Three, actually.
Three. So in total, three.
I got total 4 businesses now.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You're going to get us up to speed then. But without further ado, guys, please help me welcome on Christopher Medina.
My tocayo, huh?
Tocayo.
Christopher Medina,
Yes,
Christopher
sir.
Hernandez, man. No, brother, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show. Really appreciate it. And, just here to help support you, help support other entrepreneurs in their journey. I feel like I've been an entrepreneur all my life because, it all started back in high school.
Flipping Gatorade.
I started selling Gatorades, man. Dude, it's because, man, you grow up with nothing and you're like, man, like I want the newest video game. I want to go buy some damn cheeseburgers at McDonald's. I mean, just simple stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you just start observing other people at the beginning, right? And I saw this guy. He was like, just hustling, selling Gatorades, and he would always sell out. So I was like,
In high school. And what high school was this?
John Marshall High School. So it's like up north, going towards like what, Los Feliz, Glendale type deal. But not to get too much into it. I just, I was like, you know what? I saw a market there. I'm gonna jump in and get on it because he would always sell out. So there was way more opportunity, for more sales. So I jumped on it. But yeah, I'm 33. I'm a dad. I got 2 children. My daughter's 14 now.
Oh, wow.
Got a teenager in the house. And my son's 7, still a little guy, but he's growing, getting stronger. And I'm like, dang, how is he so strong? At 7.
He got your blood, bro. He got your blood.
He got it. And I got 4 businesses. All right. So my main bread and butter is Virtue Hearing Aid Center. So I'm a hearing instrument specialist. I work with hearing impaired patients. My second business, I would say, coming along is the Making Feria. So Making Feria, that's like helping entrepreneurs, social media marketing, business coaching, business events, kind of like what you're throwing.
Yeah.
I believe you went to the Making Feria Mastermind or not, maybe not.
Hey, not yet.
Or I met you at the David Riveros. Did you go to David?
Yes.
I think at that one,
I was right there con Nectar.
I think I was speaking at that event.
I think you did.
Yeah. And then, so we also got El Flipero. That's my real estate business. So I buy, sell properties. I own a couple acres in Arizona. We do land development.
Okay.
I have apartments. So I invest a lot in real estate. And then we're going on the 4th business is what I just launched this year, which is a residential care facility for the elderly. So that just launched this. So that kind of goes hand in hand with all my other business because I want to try to build an ecosystem, right? Investing in real estate. I already work with the elderly, so it just kind of makes sense, right? Because I've learned from a lot of multimillionaires, billionaires, that you need to create an ecosystem.
You know what? You're not the first person to say it, but you're definitely taking action on it, bro. Because I heard you on the podcast with gentleman that has like a painting company or something like that.
I know who you're talking about. Just Right Painting. It's the Jonathan.
There you go. Yeah, Jonathan. Great podcast that he has, by the way, man. Yeah, good.
Yeah. No, okay, rock and rolls.
Yeah, so the thing in my mind, brother, I was like, when you were selling the Gatorades, did anybody ever run up on you and take your money? Pero de los counselors.
Oh, like the teachers,
Yeah.
they would tell me not to sell during class and stuff because everybody wanted their slushy Gatorade. They already knew I had it because I would freeze them the night before.
Oh, shit.
And by the next day, when I took them out and got to class, they would already be like slushies. And then by 3rd period PE, I would sell out. So
Gatorade.
yeah, dude. And it was only $1. So you're getting a nice slushy Gatorade for $1, which, that was a good deal,
How much were they back then?
The Gatorades?
Yeah.
I would buy like a 50 pack at Costco for like $20, 25. So, I'd make like 50% profit
Mm.
on it, on each pack that I would sell. And I would sell, I'd try to sell like 25 a day, Monday through Friday. So, I wasn't making tons of money, but
25 packs?
25 Gatorades. I would have,
Oh.
I would have this. I don't know if you ever saw the big Hummer backpacks. Well, anyways, they had Hummer backpacks, and there was the huge backpacks.
Oh.
So I would just stack the Gatorades in my backpack, and I would carry them in my back, dude. And I had remember my first period was computer class on the 3rd floor, and I was just like, fuck, like fucking my back. Maybe that's why my back hurts right now, man. I'm paying the consequences.
We were talking about the chiropractors, bro.
Yeah. Pero I just had the courage. It takes courage
Yeah.
to just, go out and do it and screw what everybody thinks and just do it.
Hey, but so when you were in high school, because I heard you say that you dropped out in 10th grade.
That's correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, like if I'm in, like if your daughter told you, hey, I'm dropping out in 10th grade, how did your parents react to that?
Well, my parents, they didn't really react. I mean, yeah, of course, every parent's going to be upset that they're dropping out of school and you're not really doing what they want you to do because in their mentality, they think, school's like the best thing. And, that's what everybody recommended back then, to go to school, get a high paying job, get good insurance, a secure job so that you can be secure and build a family, right? But, in reality, nothing is secure.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, they were a little disappointed, but I knew that just wasn't the route for me. I always knew there had to be some other route besides school because I just felt like I was in prison every time I went to school. Like I would just have to be there at 7:30 and leave till like 3. It's like, why is everybody doing this? Like, why? I had always asked myself that.
What was it? The teachers? Was it the routine? Like, what do you feel it was?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of everything. It's like, why do I have to go stay in this school and I cannot leave this school? And why do I have to be there? And I'm learning this nonsense. Like, who uses algebra? Who uses the history? Yeah, the history, yeah, you might learn some lessons, right? Don't get me wrong. But, it's like, I've never used algebra after 9th grade. I only went to 9th grade. 10th grade, I dropped out. So I haven't used algebra. I even did a little bit of trigonometry, not that I remember, but it's like I never even used it. Maybe if you're going to be an engineer, then yeah, go ahead and do it. Go to school and get your stuff. But it's just that I feel like I had no need learning that, and I wasn't going to need it in my future, right?
No, and bro, it took me 5 times to pass algebra.
5 times?
I took
5
it.
classes? Oh shit!
Just because I took it in 7th grade to 8th grade, 8th grade, 8th grade to 9th grade, and then 9th grade to 10th grade summer.
Yeah.
And I finally passed it.
You did it, man. You did. And do you use it?
No.
All that esfuerzo, all that hard work, and it's like, come on. But yeah, no, I get it. So I dropped out, and 9th grade was cool because it was the iPod era. The teachers would let me use my iPods, and I would go to sleep in class. And yeah, I did my work because for me it was easy.
Yeah.
But then 10th grade, we got strict. I hated it. I was like, that's it. I'm out. Took a break and started looking to different career paths. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get my GED, and I got it at 17. I basically went to like an adult school, studied the books, took the test, passed, got my GED that I do have. And it actually did come in handy because some licenses require you to have a GED. So at least get the GED, at least, you might need it. But yeah, I quickly realized like, man, I got my GED. I'm trying to look for jobs. I got crappy jobs. I used to work at Chipotle, Panda Express, Papa John's, BJ's. And I was just grinding, man. And don't go work for the restaurant industry. It's the worst.
Bro, I had 2 jobs in the restaurant industry. My first one at 16, it was at McDonald's, bro. And I lasted, I think, less than a week.
Less than a week.
And I got my check. I ended up spending like $80 on the uniform. Yeah, los zapatos.
They didn't even pay for you back then?
No, and I had to get back the shirt. I had to get back with a shirt and like
Trash, man.
my my check came out to $93 after taxes.
Yeah.
Right?
Man.
And I was in it for 80 bones. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to never go back to the fast food, man.
Yeah. Dude, at least you learn your lesson, man. It's
It
like,
feels terrible, man.
yeah. They treat you, they work you. Like, they work every second that you're getting paid.
Yeah.
You got to be doing something. And if you're not, you get a write-up and you're going to be quickly out of there real quick. Like, I remember at Chipotle, the manager would be like, dude, if you don't finish this guacamole by 9 a.m., you're out of here. Like, imagine feeling that kind of pressure. And during that time, I already had my daughter, because I had my daughter at the age of 19.
19.
So, I learned real quick that I had to get it together.
Damn. And did you at least te salía el guacamole bien or?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I was smashing that thing like, I had to cut the cilantro, cebolla, put the limon, sal, and,
They don't
pack
sell
it
it
up.
prepackaged?
No, they make it fresh.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, every morning. At least then they did. I'm pretty sure they still do, but
Yeah.
no, they make it fresh.
Oh, damn. So Chipotle is not that bad.
Yeah.
There you go.
Not too bad. So, yeah, but don't go work there. I mean, if you want to learn hard work and value your money, maybe you should go work at least a couple months, just so be like, damn, that's hard work, and you'll appreciate easier jobs.
Maybe construction de jamás.
Oh, man. Yeah, go work that too, but you're going to be working all night. That's going to be even worse.
You ever did construction? No.
No.
Fast food was.
Fast food was the hardest labor ever for me.
All right. So fast forward, you're in fast food, and then
Yeah. So, yeah, sorry to interrupt you,
No.
but yeah, basically, I was like, man, I'm sick and tired of all these jobs. I need to find a mentor. I need to start getting with people that are doing it correct, that are making money, are being successful. And I remember, I had this uncle, he was our rich uncle. We all have that rich uncle, some of us, right? That he has. So he had the Lexus. He would take us out to eat in restaurants. He would take us out on vacations. And I was like, what the hell? Like, how does he have so much money? Like, how come he's taking everybody and treating everybody out?
Was he from like your mom's side or dad's side?
My mom's side.
Mm.
Yeah. So then, I started to take interest, started hanging out with him more, trying to ask him for advice. And he told me, well, I sell hearing aids, I have my own business. I sell hearing aids. And I was like, wow, I mean, you must be doing pretty well for yourself.
Yeah.
How about, are you willing to teach me? I'll go work. And he's like, yeah. I mean, I see you working hard. You're working multiple jobs. You have your daughter. I'm willing to give you that opportunity.
Nice.
So, yeah, we had a chat. He accepted. And then a couple months went by and I didn't hear from him. And I was like, I kept following up. You got to follow up. So I got to follow up. So I was like, yo, tío, uncle, when are you going to let me go work? He's like, oh, yeah, in a couple weeks, let me just figure out some things. And I was like, you know what? I had just read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That was like one of my first business books that I recommend everybody to read.
I listened to that one in audio, pero yeah, it definitely changed my mindset a little bit.
So it teaches you like the employee, the investor, the self-employed, and big business, right? The quadrant.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm here. Now I got to figure out how to get to the other side. And he mentioned a lot, like sometimes you got to work for free to gain that knowledge, to go do your own thing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do what he said. I have a couple grand saved up, I'll be good for a couple months. I could take care of the family, no problem. So I'm just going to go take this risk. So I was like, you know what, Theo, I'm showing up on Monday. You don't even have to pay me. I'm just here to learn. I'm just going to work.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. So I showed up, and after 2 weeks, like, you know what, I'm just going to start paying you, man. So he started to feel bad. I mean, so, I ended up getting paid, after like a month or so. But I just stuck around. I started to learn. I learned that you had to get a license. I started studying for that. I was fortunate enough to have his office to practice. And boom, I get licensed.
But I know that as soon as you get licensed,
Yeah.
that's your job.
Yeah. So then dude, my uncle, man, I don't know. He ended up, he was one of those mentors that eventually like got jealous of the grasshopper that he taught, Oh man, the worst.
No.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I got my license, and then he's like, you know what? Business is not doing well. I'm gonna have to lay you off.
But you still talk right now?
We don't really talk anymore.
Oh.
His words were to me, we are now competitors. I'm like, dang.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, all right. I got you.
Did you tell your mom or no?
Oh, I told my mom. I was like, you believe that guy? It's crazy. But yeah, no, he laid me off.
Yeah.
And then again, I'm back to like square one, but this time I got my license. So I was like, all right, I got some money saved up again, man. I'm going to take another leap of faith. I'm just going to open my own business. I already have my license, so I might as well just start it. So then I opened my little office. It was like this little 12 by 12 suite within a huge office. And yeah, I launched back in 2015, over 10 years ago. And then, I quickly realized that I was like, man, I got my license, but I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to advertise. I don't know how to market. I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to get clients. I know my uncle used to do El Aviso magazine back in then. They actually closed, I think, the business last year. There's no more El Aviso magazine.
Dang.
So it's out of business. Everything's social media now. But back then, he would advertise on the magazine and it would work. So I did try that and it was working, but I wasn't closing deals. So I know, it's like, man, now I need a mentor to teach me how to do sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, I started looking for that, and I actually ran into Grant Cardone back in like 2017. So he was my like first well, not my first mentor, but like he taught me a lot in sales. Like I got into his program, started working with him, and right after that, sales started booming.
So did that teach you more on sales or marketing or los dos?
He taught a little bit of everything, Grant. So I bought his program. It was Cardone U back then. I don't know if it's still available now, but yeah, he taught marketing, phone calls, sales, anything sales, anything related to sales. He taught. So I studied that. I studied it. I paid 10 grand for that program. So that's another thing. When you pay for mentorship, you actually take it serious and you actually do it because you're being held accountable. Not only that, you made an investment. And if you don't do it, it's like you just threw that money away.
Yeah, it's someone someone told me, they were like, "Hey, you know what? If you really love somebody, charge them. Even if it's like $20." He's like, "But just charge them, bro, because if you keep on doing stuff for free, they're not gonna value it.
Yeah.
And you get them out of a hole, and while you're getting them out of that hole, they're already digging another one, bro." So no, definitely, there's value for you to invest. You take it a little more serious.
Yeah, you take it serious, you actually do the work and, value it more. Mm.
So out of that 12 by 12 spot that you had, man,
Yeah.
I know that there wasn't a lot of foot traffic, right?
Yeah, no, so
Outside of the magazine, were you doing anything else to get leads?
at that time, no. So at first I started in the magazine. And I don't know if you're familiar with Slauson and Telegraph.
Yeah,
There's like a
big
Starbucks. Across the Starbucks, there's like a plaza. It's called the Crossroads Plaza.
Okay.
And there's like a bunch of offices there. But I was literally all the way in the back. So I didn't even have walk-in traffic. Nothing. Like, bro, like I was like in there and nobody knew about me.
Yeah.
I was a hearing instrument specialist in the back office. And what do they call that area, that zone? Where they have all the factories and stuff.
Industrial zone?
Industrial. Is it
Yeah.
industrial zone, man?
Yeah.
So yeah, so then I started the La Viso magazine, and then I started doing videos on my own. I literally put a camera in front, and I was just like, I'm just gonna post on YouTube. I was like, you guys can go look this up, Virtual Hearing Aid Center, on YouTube, and you look at my first videos.
You
It was
left them up?
just, huh?
You left them up?
They're there. Yeah, they're there. Yeah, if you go to my channel, Virtual Hearing Aid Center, you'll see my first videos where I was just like, my name's Christopher Medina. I'm a hearing instrument specialist. I sell hearing aids. And if you need hearing aids, contact me today. Yeah. It's so simple, man. I was like, and then at the end, I would put like the text of all the information where you could contact me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started doing that, and then I just started making videos because that was like the new thing that was going on, and I was like, I just gotta try it. I gotta do it, and it's still good today. So
Yeah.
if you're trying to get started, you definitely should do that.
Dang. And then now you got a whole media team.
Yeah, now, oh yeah, now we have the media team. It's like now it's mandatory. We film once a month. We film for like 3-4 hours. All the content that we're gonna spread out through the whole month. You know, content that's like educating my clients, call to action videos, all that sort of deal.
Mm.
Yeah.
So from you starting in this business of the, hearing aids, becoming professional in that, how did you transition from there into real estate?
So I started, like I said, started learning sales. I made
Mhm.
sales, started making money. My business started to double every single year. First year I made 38K, then I went to like 80K, then I went 180K, and it kept like doubling throughout the years. And then I started doing social media marketing more. And yeah, now we have the big team. But your question was, how did I get into real estate, right? So yeah, so like I said, my business was doubling, and now I'm starting to save money and have the capital to invest.
Yeah.
So yeah, so my dad, fortunately, he got into like wholesaling and all that, flipping houses.
Nice.
So we started doing that. So I had some money saved up. We started buying houses. We started flipping them, and it was going pretty good. We did like maybe like 5, 10 properties. We started flipping them, and then the market kind of shifted not too long ago, right? Where the pandemic came and this and that. You know,
It
so
was crazy, man. They had like it was like a bidding war literally outside of the
mhm.
houses.
Yeah. So it was leaving the profit very thin. So
Mhm.
I did take a break. When something's not working, obviously you gotta cut it and trim the fat, right? So
Yeah.
I did that for a bit, and then my dad buys like a lot of land outside of Phoenix, Arizona.
Mm.
So we started buying some land and kind of just holding it because that land just keeps going up throughout the years.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. So we started doing that, and the real estate projects are a little more long term,
Mhm.
so I don't do too much of it. But I'll have a project here, and I'll work on it, and this and that, right? So
And to going back a little bit, like you kept on doubling every year.
yeah.
What do you feel like that was like? Was it more like the marketing? You kept on putting every year you put in more into marketing, or
Mhm.
did you move locations, or what happened there?
Yeah. So basically, yeah, the marketing helped. We started doing more content, more sales. Providing a good product, providing a good service. Just always being there for your clients, so that way they can refer you, right? So just, do a good service, have a good product that you believe in, and, people will start referring you.
Nice.
And what else? So I also started getting involved a lot with the community. I started to join the Montebello Chamber of Commerce, the Rotary Club, starting to contribute to like the city and all that,
Mhm.
networking, a lot of networking for sure. That's
Yeah.
another thing that we need to talk about, right? So
Mhm.
at that time, I was my first marketing event was the 10X Growth Con. I went to the second one that was in Vegas, which I believe was like 2018 or so.
Oh, damn.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And right there, you made some new connections, and
Yeah, you just, you meet new people, you talk about ideas, surround yourself with like-minded people, and you just try to pick those gold nuggets and apply it into your business. So just doing that over time, it just starts to compound until, your business keeps growing.
man, and how would you say that the making feria community has added to that?
The Making Feria community. So the Making Feria I just actually launched last year.
Mm.
So last year we launched that business, and we did the Making Feria Mastermind, which was at David Rivero's house. I did that one in
Oh.
September of 2024.
Yeah.
So because I want to also keep doing events like
Mhm.
that too. And so we did that event, and then we started to work with my media team and some other people that are part of my team to build the Making Feria community. We just launched that recently too, where a lot of entrepreneurs can join and ask me questions, and get feedback from other entrepreneurs to, get surrounded with like-minded people.
Yeah.
So that one's fairly new, but it's going great.
Well, you're looking at the newest member, bro, as of today.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go.
No, I'm excited for that one, bro, because I know you said that there's Zooms, and I was like, man, you know what? You always provide value, bro.
Yeah.
That's one thing that whenever I've connected with someone else, I know we finally just met in person, pero everybody else has something great to say about you. All the content that you deliver that you have out there, you always bring value to it, man.
Awesome.
So I'm super
Appreciate
excited
that.
to hear you deliver that value at the summit, bro.
Yeah, man. We're there to drop all the bombs, all the value, open it up to Q&A and have people, get the max out of it. I'm trying to teach everybody what I've done to this day to be successful. So we'll be talking about the systems and processes that I've built over the years to, get to where I'm at. So that way, what took me 10 years can take them 2-3 years. If you put the energy and focus and discipline, you could get there a lot faster because it's all time, right? It's just how fast can you get successful so that way you can enjoy your success, right?
You get there faster, you get to enjoy it longer.
Yeah, that's right.
Dang.
Got to speed it up. Speed it up.
Yeah. So how do you, I know that you say you invested into mentors, but like, how do you know what mentor is the right one?
Gotcha. Okay. So, like I said, the first big investment was Grant Cardone. And I just loved his style, the way he communicated. I loved the lifestyle that he had. He had his wife, his kids, running multiple businesses, just always grinding it out. And his life had a lot of meaning, right? So I was like, that's the guy I want to work with and learn from because, he's literally selling it to me. So he must know something, right? He's good at sales.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to learn from this guy. But, just, when you're looking at mentors, look at, if you guys can connect, you guys think alike. Does that person have the lifestyle you want, or you want to get to that person's level? But that's kind of how I choose, right? So like the next mentor I worked with was Ryan Pineda. So who's Ryan Pineda?
I've heard of him. Oh, you know who he is?
He's a real estate investor.
Okay.
So, but he's based out of Las Vegas. So he also has like his they're called wealth cons. And I joined his all-star program, which is like his highest level mentorship for a year. So he was teaching us how to flip, how to wholesale, Airbnbs, like pretty much all you need to know in real estate. So, I mean, I already know how to do all that stuff. It's just right now the market is like, the interest rates are high. They say they're dropping, right?
Yeah.
And the problem with that is when the interest rates are high, people don't want to sell because they're going to lose their good interest rate that they currently have, right? And then people don't want to buy because the interest rates are too high. So then it's kind of like you're stuck. The real estate is kind of stuck right now. Not that there isn't any buyer sales, but it's just very tight right now. So hopefully, if the economy improves and everything, then they lower the interest rates. That's just going to boom, and it's going to create a lot of opportunities. And I could get all that knowledge that I already know and apply it, and boom, just cash out.
Damn. Yeah, because when the interest rates drop, it usually boosts up the price, no, of the homes.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens too, right? Because now the interest rates drop, more people are qualifying for loans. Now you have bidding wars. So that's actually good for the investor because you're buying the property and then you get to sell it for way more, right?
No,
So we're talking about the investor side. On the sales part, it's kind of bad, right? If we're the buyer, although we're not on that end though. Like for example, right now I just bought a house, right? I bought a house here in Montebello. It was $950,000. I think I secured a 6.25 interest, and my payment, I put 80,000 down, and my payment is 7,300. Like who can afford that? Nobody can. Not a lot of people can afford a $7,300 payment, and it's just not a good idea for anybody. This place where I live at is pretty nice. It's pretty big, spacious, and I only pay $4,000. So why would I go buy a house that I'm gonna have to put money into, be responsible for all the, work and repair, pay the insurance, it's just way better to rent because, you know, it's cheaper, you're saving money, you're not responsible for like the repairs and stuff, and it's just all taken care of. So it's becoming like a renter's market. Right now it's better to rent,
Yeah.
right? But the reason why I bought it was because I'm starting a business with the house, which is the residential care facility for the elderly. I'm not buying it for myself,
Yeah.
right? So I'm gonna remodel it, and then I'm gonna put seniors in there, and I'm gonna run it as a residential care facility for the elderly, and that's gonna cash flow positive. So that makes sense for that reason, right? Not only that, I'm gonna build an ADU on it. That's gonna boost the value of the property, and then I can rent it or see what I do with it, right?
How many square feet is the property?
Damn, that's a good question. I don't know, but it's big. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It's super spacious.
Dang.
I
Yeah.
would say like I don't even know. I always get confused with the square footages, but it's a pretty big house.
9 or 10,000.
Yeah, it's a what do they call it? It's like a family home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Single family, nothing too crazy.
Yeah. No, but Montebello has some pretty big lots.
Yeah. Right here on the north side, there's big houses, and it's super hard to get a property.
Yep.
Like I've been even right now with the interest rates, I was outbid like 5 times. Like for that same house, because all the houses around that area are kind of built similarly and
Yeah.
same square footage, same lot, same everything. One I had bid 1,030,000, and I got outbid for like 1,080,000. And then I bid another one 1,010,000, and I got outbid for like 1.1. So I was like, I'm never gonna find a house around here. But luckily, this house was like going through like the court system,
Yeah.
so it was kind of like buy as is, make your best offer. And I knew I was getting outbid, and I was like, man, this one, the way in shape it was, I bid 950,000, and luckily I was the biggest bidder, and we got it. We got it,
Hey,
secured
congrats
it.
on that, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a huge investment because, like I said, I put 80K down, another 80K to fix it, plus my mortgage that's coming every month, 73. It's just bing, bing, negative, right? So it's gonna take a while, but you gotta know what you're doing. If not, you lose a lot of money.
Yeah. So, and then for that facility, like, did you get a mentor for that, or are you a partner, or?
Yeah, again, right? We're going back to the mentorship. Yeah, I don't know if you know the Palominos, um, but Boris and Amanda, I hired them. I joined their it's called the Palominos Academy. They basically show you how to open a residential care facility for the elderly. So I hired them as mentors as well. The thing with the mentorship is that you're paying for the knowledge and to avoid the mistakes and to do it faster, right? Because
Yeah.
yeah, I could go and study and learn and do the process myself, but that's gonna take time, and I might make errors and lose money in the way.
Yeah.
So a mentor is gonna, guide you in the right direction, give you the knowledge that you need so that you can get there faster and just avoid big costly mistakes.
Yeah, it's like, hey, you can build a house off YouTube tutorials, or you get somebody with experience to do it right, do it in a month,
Yeah.
and get it out. So yeah, I learned that lesson the hard way too. You try to learn things on your own and like the hard way, because that's just the way that I was brought up. I was like, hey, no, pues trátale ahí, trátale allá. And
Yeah.
so mentorship for me, like growing up, was outside of like a coach in baseball or something like that, I didn't really see it until, yeah, you go to events, kind of like, I think Driven was my first one when they had it at that mansion in Malibu.
Okay, I never went to that one. My first Driven was Driven 7.
Driven 7, got it. Yeah, and because it was during COVID,
Yeah.
and man, the guy was crazy right there. It was a Dr. Rashard Buttar, something
Hmm.
like that. Did you ever hear about him? No?
Maybe, no, not really. It doesn't ring a bell yet.
He was talking about how, like, you can cure, well, one, you can cure cancer, and two, you can cure autism.
Hmm.
And anyways, at this house, bam, that's when I started expanding my mind. I'm like, damn, so this is like what mentorships can do. This is what it is. So no, desde ahí, like, started branching out,
Hmm.
and bam, one thing led to another, and now we're having our own.
That's good. That's good, man. No, yeah, it's always good. I mean, the best investment is the investment in yourself, right?
Mm.
So, like I said, I invested in Grand. I paid 10 grand. Ryan Pineda, I paid 25 grand. And then I also got a mentorship with Albert. So you know it's Albert Preciado.
Yeah.
So I'm part of his inner circle. That was another 15, 30K.
Yeah.
But the connections that you also meet when you pay that much is like you're surrounding yourself with people who pay $25,000. So the quality of the people you get around is just gets way higher. The knowledge that they have is different. And you could grab a bunch of gold nuggets. That's how I met Boris and Amanda, actually, through Albert. And now I'm starting this business. So it's like, networking is important. You're going to not only get new customers, build relationships, but, the next business idea might come from it, which that's what happened to me, right?
No, 100%. So if somebody's starting off a business right now and they don't have a lot of capital, I know that social media is huge, but
Yeah.
what platform would you tell them to like leverage more?
So for a new business owner that was trying to...
Well, yeah, a new business or like for ourselves, we're in the life insurance industry, right?
Yeah.
So I know that most of our clientele is gonna live like on Facebook and Instagram,
Yeah.
but you haven't been in. I know you partnered up with your social media partner, and I mean, any tips that you might have for us, and also
Yeah. No, yeah. And then I'm gonna be dropping all the knowledge on your event. So yeah. So basically, if you're barely starting, you wanna have a funnel, right? The funnel, right? So basically, like you said, your clients are on Facebook, Instagram. They're everywhere, bro. Everybody needs your service. Your service is life insurance, right? And a couple other services, right? So the first thing is I would recommend is to just start creating content, educating your clients about what is it that you do, how you do it, how does it work? Because not a lot of people know about it. Even myself, I hear about life insurance and you pay a monthly premium, and if you die, you're gonna get the money. But it's like I don't know that for sure, right? Because I don't know about the contracts. I don't know what I have to sign. Do I have to take health screenings? So you need to start educating people so that you become the authority in that industry. Then people are gonna be like, wow, Chris Hernandez knows what the heck he's talking about. Like, I trust that guy. So then you build credibility, and people are gonna want to start doing business with you. So I think we talked about it before, but you got to find the legalities. I don't know, because I really don't see people doing any content on life insurance. I don't know if that's because of the legalities. If not, that's a huge opportunity for you because nobody's doing it, right? And then you want to start creating ads, pushing them on Instagram, Facebook, Meta ads, TikTok. Try everything. You just try and see what works.
Is there a difference, bro, between like boosting on Instagram and like running an ad on Facebook?
Yeah, so Meta ads is Facebook and Instagram, right? Because they're owned by the same company, right? So boosting, I mean, you are gonna get more views and stuff, but doing it through the Meta ads of it, you get to narrow it down, right? So, like for example, if you know an age range of your clientele, maybe you want to hit that age range more, right? So like for me, I'm targeting people who need hearing aids. Well, guess what? I'm going to target 55 plus on a campaign. And then I also want to target those people's children, right? That take care of them, right? Maybe 30 plus. So like if you have a father or mother that needs hearing aids, I'm going to target you. Hey, do you have a family member that needs hearing aids that you feel like they're turning up the TV? You have to be constantly shouting at them, right? They're going to make that connection like, oh shit, that's my mom.
Yeah.
So then you're going to, send a message or try to get the information, but you can narrow it down to areas, ages, wealth. There's just so many things you can narrow it down. So that way your money gets put on quality leads. Because when you're boosting, you're literally just boosting everybody. You're hitting everybody, which your cost per lead is going to be high, right? Instead of maintaining that cost per lead low and getting quality leads. So once you do that, you have to have a CRM. Do you have a CRM?
Yeah.
So it's like a customer relationship management tool, right? So you connect it all. The one that I like to use is Go High Level. That one connects to all the social media platforms. So if and you can create landing pages on there. You can do anything: email campaigns, text campaigns. landing pages, connect all your social media, manage all the messaging and phone calls and texts that come through your business all in one platform.
Yeah.
So then you want to funnel all the leads into there and just hit them, follow up 10, at least 10 times. The faster, the better you're gonna, better chance you're gonna have of closing that deal. So
Are you integrating AI? I mean, outside of like a CRM, right?
yeah.
But are you integrating AI into any of your businesses or like following up or anything like that?
Right now, I'm looking into it.
Mm.
So for my business, like I want to have an AI automation for answering phones. So right now we're in that process. I'm looking into it. I do have an engineer that does it, but he wants me to record like an hour of my voice, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta sit there and talk for an hour. It's like, it's kind of like it's I got to do it, but it's something that's gonna be very tedious, right? So they can also grab my videos from social media, which I think I'm just gonna have them do that. If you already have like recorded content of your voice,
Yeah.
you should be able to do it. And it's crazy because Instagram now can translate your videos in other languages using your own voice
Nah.
in real time. I'll have to show you. It's crazy.
Wow.
Like if you go to my videos, you can actually click Hindu, Spanish, French, Portuguese. It'll translate it. And I just made the video in English.
Yeah.
It'll translate it in my voice and it'll make it look like I'm actually speaking it. So it changes your voice to that language, and it also changes the movements of your mouth in the video to make it fit. So it's pretty insane. It's just getting easier and easier these days.
No, and more accessible too, because I didn't know that one.
I'm gonna show you. It's mind blowing.
Dang.
Because I used to make, and I still do. I make English videos and Spanish videos,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. If you speak another language, do videos in that language because if nobody's serving that market, you're gonna have a huge advantage. Like when I started making videos for Spanish for hearing aids, those videos were converting cost per clicks very cheap, and I was getting a lot of clients. They were just doing way better than English videos.
Because I put some. Do you put any ads on any newspapers anymore?
I am on the Montebello Reporter here in the city, but that's the only one. I don't really go outside.
El Clasificado, no?
I used to, but like I said, it's just kind of dead. I mean, it depends on your industry, right? I mean, you can always put an ad on a paper, on a magazine, put a phone number that can track the phone calls that are coming in so that you're always tracking. You need to always have that data. And that's the beauty of social media, that it's going to track the people that made the click, that went to your website, that actually went to put your service in the shopping cart, that were pretty close to buying. You can retarget those people and just keep hitting them with videos, because they need to be hit at least 10 times before they actually click and, make a decision. So you need to be running ads and following up and retargeting.
Okay. No, thank you for that, bro. We'll definitely take action on that and look into the Instagram one. Because it does take a little bit of time, like, doing it in English y luego haciéndolo en español. And the energy, like, don't always translate the same.
Yeah. No, I mean, even if, Instagram and AI is doing that stuff, you should still do them in Spanish, just so that it's a little more organic and people make that connection. Like, oh, yeah, I know Chris Hernandez knows, habla español, so I'm going to go check him out because, I can communicate better with him, especially for the Spanish-speaking community, for the Latinos. Yeah.
No es un no sabo.
Yeah. And my Spanish ain't the best, but you just got to do it. Take the courage and do it. Because I've had people tell me, hey, nadie te enseñó español, tienes el nopal en la cara. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. But you understood, right? Sí entendió. ¿Verdad? Sí está aquí.
Hey, compa, ¿quién lo hirió? Porque anda bien dolido hoy.
Yeah, exactly. But as a sales professional, you can't get emotional. You just be the professional.
100%. 100%. Look, bro, as we wrap up, I know you got an event to go to. So I got into reading. Well, first I got into audiobooks, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, let me go ahead and pick up a book. I went to college, man, and I didn't pick up a book till I graduated college.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I should have been doing this since high school.
No, yeah.
But what are some books that you would recommend for entrepreneurs that really impacted you?
Yeah. Oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot. But the ones that come off my mind is the number one, my business Bible is
Mhm.
Sell or Be Sold
By Grant Cardone.
by Grant Cardone again, right? Because if you're not selling it, you're being sold to, right? If somebody tells you they don't need your product, you're buying it from them that they don't need it. So don't settle. Just keep following up. You know, they might not be ready right now, but follow up every month. They're gonna see that consistently, and eventually they're gonna be sold on it.
And is that something that you just read once, or is that something you continuously read?
The book, I've read it like 10 times.
Mm.
Every time you listen to it or read it, you're gonna grab something new that you just kind of miss because business books just get you thinking,
Mm.
right? And like if you're listening to a book and you're like thinking about what they're saying, then you get an idea and then you like zone off in your idea and then you miss some stuff. So you know, I'd recommend going through it at least 5, 10 times. You're always gonna grab something new.
Yeah, because well, what I've noticed is like you read it once, like once a year, right?
Yeah.
The next time that you read it, you should see something different because from whatever you took, you should have implemented it, and you're like, ah, this is what he meant to say.
Yeah. You're always picking up gold nuggets,
Mm-hmm.
right? So another book, another one by Grant, uh, the 10x rule,
10x,
right? Just
yeah.
10x everything, because you know if you're doing something already, maybe you could just 10x it and just make
Mhm.
10x the income, right?
Yeah.
You know, or if you have a goal, you know, 10x that goal, and even if you come short, you're gonna beat your original goal, right? So that's kind of the mentality behind the 10x. And then I keep saying Graham, man, but another one, be obsessed or be average. You just gotta be like obsessed with it, man. Like,
I do love his audiobooks, porque like he transcends that.
and then he reads them, so
Yeah.
it's like you feel it, like, oh yeah, it fires you up. It fires you up. Yeah.
Yeah, so something, and look, I know Grant Cardone is fire. I heard you mention one about Jocko Williams.
Jocko, the dichotomy of leadership. That one's a
Mhm.
good one. He has another one I listened to too. I forgot what's it called. So the one is the dichotomy of leadership. Have you listened or read that one?
No, I can't say I have, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but
Yeah.
I haven't tapped
Also,
into it.
Tim Grover, you know, Relentless.
Yeah,
You know, that was
yep.
Kobe's coach, Michael Jordan's coach. I mean, that guy is just legit. He's amazing guy.
I saw him speak at one of the Driven events, and I think el que tuvo en el Palenque.
Yeah.
That one, no.
Which one?
That like he had it. Yeah, he had it. It was kind of like a Palenque.
Yeah.
Like during the bottom and like a stadium type.
Yeah.
But anyways, he comes in. I think he was the last speaker. Yeah, and then there was yeah they had a bar up there, but it's it, I al aire libre, and then as he's speaking, you know they're chopping it up at the bar, laughing, and then he called them out. He was like, "Hey, can't you see I'm talking down here? If you were winning that much and you had something to celebrate, you be up here." And
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's relentless, literally. Literal.
I was just like, hey, he got a point, bro. He got a point.
No, yeah, man. No, that guy's awesome. Yeah, I
He
love
keeps
Tim
you on
Grover.
check.
He's cool.
He keeps you on check, bro. So where can the people follow Chris Medina?
Yeah, man, I'm happy to connect with anybody. You can follow my main personal branding page, _Chris Medina. And then right there, I'm sure you can find my other pages for the other businesses, or at Making Feria also.
And then also the Flipero.
Yeah. We have the El Flipero page too. You know, that one I, post here and there. But the main one, _Chris Medina. That's where you guys can find me and follow me. And I'm happy to connect with anybody. If you guys have any questions about business, I'm always happy to help.
100%. Thank you very much for your time, brother.
Oh, no, thank you, bro. Thank you, man. And yeah, aquí estamos a la orden, man.
Yeah, so something that you want to say to the crowd for the WGT Summit?
Yeah, it's gonna be fire, you guys. If you guys haven't got your ticket, get your ticket now. It's gonna be November 6th. It's gonna be here in Montebello, actually my town right here, where I actually do real business here. So it's just gonna be fire. I'm gonna teach everybody what I've done the last 10 years to get to where I'm at, and you guys just need to zone in and get your tickets.
100%. See you guys there.
See you guys there, guys. Mm.